What is hybrid training? Now, Google says that it's mixing both endurance and strength training. However, I'm going to prove to you that you don't need to choose between looking strong and actually being physically fit. Okay, I got up this morning, I had a small bowl of oats, then I went food shopping, did a massive food shop because we had no food. Especially like my mixed nuts and stuff, which I love to get. And then I had like ISO clear and an oat bowl. And now I'm just making banana on toast and eggs with almond butter. So I know this is weird, but I like one slice savory and one slice sweet. So eggs and avocado in one, and then banana and almond butter on the other. So, but ESN don't do the peanut butter anymore. I'm really sad about it. So I've now gone with almond butter, basically. So I'm just going to make this. I've got a lot of meetings on Thursday. I do a hell of a lot of admin because I need to just catch up. So yesterday I actually released my own weightlifting belt. So if you haven't seen that, I'm going to pop this here, but it is available to buy worldwide. I can, shall and will. It's a huge thing for me because, as you know, I have it tattooed on my arm and now it's stitched into a belt to carry you. Why I love hybrid training. One, I love to eat a lot, okay? I love my food, okay? And you get to eat a lot when you train hard. Two, I just love the way that it actually physically and mentally challenges me. So every day when I go into the gym and I know I had a WOD, like a workout of the day, and it's endurance, strength or gymnastics based, it takes me around 15 minutes to get ready because I genuinely feel nervous before a workout. I'm like, how am I going to break the reps up? How am I going to break the rounds up? Do I need my grips? Do I need my knee sleeves? How much is it going to hurt? Where my heart rate is going to sit? Honestly, all the thoughts that go through my head. And I know sometimes when I look at a workout and the movements on paper, I'm like, this is going to really hurt. And I get nervous for it, but I kind of love that. I love the thrill of it. I love the drive, the challenge, and just the different variety of training every single day. Like, I could never physically myself go into a gym and do like barbell squats, hip thrusts, leg extensions, Bulgarian split squats, and then walk out. I could not do that on repeat, day in, week out. I would just find that type of training personally boring. But obviously everyone is different. Everyone loves training differently, and there's no wrong or right way to train. It's just what you love and what you enjoy, and I love hybrid training. Good morning. It's 6:30. I was supposed to be going to the gym, however Alex got called into work last night, so I now need to do the school drop off and then we can continue with the day. So I've just made my eggs on toast, one sweet, one savory, always. I did have a coffee this morning because it's not going to be a couple of hours until I manage to get to the gym, so that will probably wear off by the time I do my endurance piece. Okay, so one thing I am going to make sure I keep taking because of this cold is the NAC Plus, because this is basically, it helps clear mucus from the lungs and it's an antioxidant, and it's just great for endurance athletes because it helps reduce inflammation and everything like that. So, and breathing efficiency, it helps improve breathing efficiency. So this is a must. And vitamin C, I'm going to double dose my vitamin C because, okay, we've made it to the gym. So this morning as well was the first morning that I have woken up without any real stiffness in my lower back, which I'm really pleased about. I think the swim I did yesterday has really loosened it up. Which was weird because of an evening I had a bit of a funny sensation in my right leg. However, I think because maybe it was like something adjusting throughout the day, and I don't know, it just feels better today, which is good. So today's session, I at the moment am focusing all my sessions around muscular endurance. So for example, I have 3 pieces today to do. One is strength, the second is a workout, and the third is core. So for example, in the strength piece, I'm still adding in endurance in it for muscular endurance. So I have 3 minutes alternating each one. I have strict dips into row, which will fatigue the back, tricep dips, well, strict dips, bar dips into ski to fatigue the upper body, and then I have squat cleans with a barbell at 50 kg I think into C2 bike, so that's going to fatigue the legs, so that's a lot of muscle endurance. Then I have a 30-minute AMRAP to keep ticking the body over, which includes strength, endurance and gymnastics. So I have then a core piece which has got 8 to 10 different movements in it, but it focuses on the entire core trunk, so the front, the back, the sides, the upper, the lower abs, because it's really important. As you know, my back's been a bit sore, but in CrossFit you use your core so much and you rely on the stability of it, so it's really important that you build it and you make it as solid as you can. Probably will be in the gym for around 2 hours today, just because I need to warm up properly. Warming up takes a long time, people. So I've got my cherry lollipop electrolytes in here. I've had 2 meals to see me through, and we should be ready to rumble. Let's go. Okay, I'm not letting this cold get the better of me. So if I feel a slight sniffle or a slight sore throat, I will tackle it hard, okay? Because I don't like flu. So I got some Plenish Immunity ginger, 7 shots. This will see me through for a week and then we'll get more. Tomorrow I will wake up with no cold. Okay, good morning. I'm so tired. Alex and Hercules actually aren't here this morning, so I can be loud. Normally I'm like, but I can make as much noise as I like and it's so nice. Anyway, training. We are about to go and train. I've still got the sniffles, but it's fine. It's not bad. My throat felt worse yesterday, so the ginger shot and overdose on vitamin C seems to have worked. Anyway, I'm going to eat my pre-workout meal and we're going to head to the CrossFit box. I have got 15 minutes left. It's just easy zone 2, so not hard. My heart rate's around 145. Pace is 4:55, 5 minutes. I'm taking this really easy because my glute on my left side feels really tight, and it's zone 2 anyway, so it's just nice little plod for an hour. It's just mentally, it's a long time. Now, if I'm honest with you, I don't feel positive every single day when it comes to training, and I think those are the days when you actually do show up and you push yourself through that negativity end up being the best training days that you can ask for. And the reason why I say that, even though they might not physically feel your best, every time you tell yourself you can't do something and you show up and you do it, it makes you grow that 1% stronger every single time. And you might not feel it, but you will see gradually over time. I felt like this last time, but I still did it. I felt like this 2 times ago, but I still did it. And it just grows you into that stronger person, both physically and mentally. If you look at your program and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that, you need to ask yourself why. Is it because there's exercises on there that you know are hard and you're avoiding them? Or is it physically because it doesn't fit in with your training? And 9 times out of 10, if you have a training program that's been structured for you, it's always going to be the wrong answer, which is, I don't want to do it because I know it's going to be hard. And they are the workouts that you need to hit because they will make you a better and stronger person within your training. Good morning. So it's Sunday, it's 6 a.m. and I'm currently driving to see my friend Reva, and we are going to walk out, oh you see that, along the seafront.
I mean, it's not disgusting, but it's also not amazing. I don't like it, I don't think. Let's go make an iced coffee.
Really?
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So today we have running workouts, which is going to be disgusting. And then we have weightlifting, gymnastics, and some core. In terms of when it comes to like weights, I do make notes, and you know, when it comes to ergs and FTP tests on the bike, I note down all my goals of what I've hit, and I leave them in like a diary, so that when I come to retest them, I can see how much progress I've made, and I track it that way in terms of performance. In terms of like physique, I don't really take anything like transformation photos or anything like that. I do, because I'm not really physique focused, I do track my weight because it's important that I don't lose any. I need to make sure that I'm either maintaining or gaining, because I'm happy to gain a little bit more muscle mass. So I do weigh myself on scales probably every other day. They are like fat percentage and muscle mass scales as well. Okay, so I'm not going to say that the scales are accurate every time you step on them, because it could come down to the foods you ate the day before. For women, if you've been on your cycle, water retention. So I just go off it with like an indication, and energy is a huge thing. I track my energy and how I feel when I wake up in the morning. So I know if I've not had enough sleep or enough food by how my body feels as soon as I wake up the next day. Okay, I've just got the really cutest parcel from my athlete managers at R.A.D. So, but they sent me a little note with them and a little cheesy picture, which I thought was quite cute. Bless them. Anyway, today's training, so it was a mixture of strength, which I didn't actually film the strength part, but it was squats and power cleans. My training at the moment, as you know, in the lead up to CrossFit Marbella, is all endurance, strength and skills kind of mixed in together, because that is what CrossFit is. So the WODs are, the intensity is up, so it's a lot harder, the intensity. However, the duration of my training has dropped a little, but it's really important that we keep the intensity there and we keep hammering away at the skills. So like toes to bar, chest to bar, they're two really important skills that I feel like I need to keep repeating, because I find as soon as I don't do them, or I have like a week or 2 weeks off of doing them, I find I'm not as good at them, because it's not something that my muscle memory has kind of taken hold or charge of at the moment. So it's a bit different with endurance and strength, you know, like I'm not really going to get any stronger from now 3 weeks leading into CrossFit Marbella. I'm not going to, you know, all of a sudden whack an extra 10 kg onto my power clean. It's not going to happen, but you know, keeping the skills up to date, keeping the endurance there and keeping the transitions there in workouts is something that I can improve within 3 weeks. Today's workout was, I'm going to talk you through it and why I've structured it the way I have. So I had strength, so I always do a strength piece in the day, whether it's something to do with sandbags, a barbell, or actually more kind of
bodybuilding focus, should I say. So I had like push press, bench press, and single arm kettlebell press. Now I always hit these strict movements still because they do come up a lot in CrossFit. So it could be a strict press, a push press, and you need strong shoulders and a strong kind of trunk for majority of the movements. So I do focus on my strength upper body quite a lot. I don't actually have a leg day, but I think this is something that I need to start implementing in after CrossFit Marbella, because my legs could be a lot stronger than what they are, and they probably are the smallest part of my body, because I think where I grew up a swimmer, I've just held a lot of muscle mass in my shoulders. I literally am an upside down triangle. So I had power snatches, toaster bar, overhead squats, chest to bar, squat, power cleans, and handstand push-ups. And then we had rope climbs and sandbags. Now the reason why I have put sandbags with rope climbs is because I find sandbags very gassy. I find them so hard to like maintain in a workout, and it's just something that I really need to work on. So I've done a lot of sandbag work recently, and I feel like that is going to come up in CrossFit Marbella. I mean, we're going to be on the beach, there's going to be sand, and I just feel like they are going to put sandbags in it. So that's why I've been practicing that. And the reason why I've been doing loads of rope climbs is because when I was in Athens and I competed in Athens, I didn't do rope climbs properly. I couldn't do the log leg properly, or the leg lock. So that's something that I've been working on a lot, and I've literally nailed it now. So you need to repeat these movements so that when they do come up, you know you're going to feel better at them going into them. So my back's feeling 10 times better than it was last week. I was really over concerned last week that it was going to play up in Marbella, and I just need to make sure that I'm getting my weekly massage and I'm prioritizing stretching and warming up properly before training, because I was just really struggling last week with it, more than probably what I was letting off. So how do I avoid burnout? Now, I do get weeks where I feel absolutely exhausted. The way I manage that is 1, nutrition, 2, sleep, and 3, I kind of have to tell myself sometimes when I go into a workout, I know that I'm not going to hit this 100% because of the way I feel, which is fine. But I still move my body in a way that I know is sensible and comfortable for me. It is always important to try and give 100%, but I know there's days where you just can't, and you have to listen to your body. And sometimes it is nice for your body to just move with the flow, enjoy the session, rather than putting so much pressure on yourself to always hit it at 100%. It's Wednesday, our last day together. I have actually got base work this morning. So bike intervals, 1 hour and 10 minutes I have on here. Now, the reason why I do base work on the bike sometimes is because it's less impact but good leg endurance. So we basically have 10 minutes zone 2, and then it counts down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of like 140% of my 20-minute FTP, which is going to be gross. But in between those minutes, I have basically a 10-minute zone 2 spin. So it's not going to be too hard, but I feel like those percentages are going to be really tough to hit. Okay, that was so much worse than what it looked on paper. So I hit my 4, 3, and 1 minute percentages, but I bottled my 2 minute, which I'm really annoyed about. I think what happened was I closed my eyes for 50 seconds and my legs really started to burn. And I looked at the clock and I saw I had 1 minute 10, and I thought, I've got to hold this. And I was in that much, I don't know, I just didn't hit it. I'm annoyed with myself because I hit every other interval. Hey ho, doesn't matter, got it done, pushed through, you do what you can. But yeah, those are the sessions where they shock you. That shocked me. I did not expect that to be as rough as that. But I'm going to leave my watts here, what I hit, so you can have a look if you want to give them a try. They are hard. But I need to eat now and quickly head to the gym. I need to be there in half an hour because of open gym times. And I have weightlifting and gymnastics to hit. So sweaty, probably going to need to quickly jump in the shower as well and then get changed and shoot. training wrapped up in 1 week. So when I reach Thursday, my body is always kind of telling me on a Wednesday, I am really looking forward to this kind of active rest day. So tomorrow, I think I literally have like 6 sets of assault bike and ski at max effort, but that's it. 4 sets of ski and bike, and that's all I have. And I'm going into London for an appointment. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow because my body kind of gets a reset, it gets a rest. It does get me in the gym, which I also like because I try and prioritize recovery whilst I'm there for an hour. So I do a lot of stretching, a lot of mobility. And I find that if I stay at home, I won't do it because I start to get lazy. And I also can catch up on admin and stuff, so I get really excited about Thursday. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this week of training. Please comment below what else you would like to see, but we literally have 2 weeks now until Marbella, or 2 and a bit. I am freaking nervous, but they just released the first workout, which I've already told you about. I'm gonna pop a little thing here, but it's a trail run, so I am so ready for that trail run. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.